What's up, guys? It's your boy Cohen Jones back here with another video. So today I will be doing a video of some Madden 19. Hold on, guys. I have to switch my camera view for a second. What the heck? Okay, maybe right there, guys. Gotta move over a little bit, guys. Now I'm too far. Okay, a little bit more up.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Cowboys controlling the football, and we rejoin the action in quarter number 3.
Yeah, so we are gonna leave this game. Have to do this real quick. 7-9. Yes, we're up. Ooh, 24-9. 7-9.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came
It's
here
crazy,
and you
guys.
said you were...
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna pick my team. Let's do this. Now we gotta wait for it to welcome everybody. If you just joined, we're doing Madden 18. Doing shoutouts for 3 minutes right now, so comment down below, hashtag shoutout, and I will shout you out.
A long way to match the excitement from Houston last year, but this crowd is ready to give it a shot as we welcome you into our EA Sports telecast of Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Stafford here.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Open things up. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Special video.
Throwing again. Stafford.
Dang it!
Complete to Golden Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage.
All right, guys. So
and that
special
changes
video
things
if
a
you
little
just
bit because against man, it's often a
this is a
tight
special
curl,
video
tight sharply run
because
route. Against
it's my
zone, you're
30
looking for that open spot,
30
that dead
subscriber
area, so you may
video.
curl a little bit wider just to get to that
And my
place.
And usually a tight
video.
window. He fired a
So
bullet
guys,
in there
I
for the
really
completion.
hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna look at the playbook. We're gonna go formation. We're gonna go nickel, and we're gonna go the buck slant show.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate.
He's
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams,
there we
they run the
go.
screen 10 to 12
Here we go, Dallas. Here we go.
Everything about that play tells you
All right,
about
guys, so
today's
here I am
NFL
playing.
offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
We're
Offense
gonna
looking to avoid a
go
third
the
and long. It's
old-fashioned
second and 10.
blitz. Here we go, boys. Count.
To throw again. Stafford.
I don't know what I did there.
Kenny Galladay is intended
Guys,
receiver.
watch the clock.
And
It
that'll
will
make it
skip
third
ahead
down.
sometimes.
Too
It's weird.
overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Get
Stafford.
off.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in
Hopefully
sync,
it's a good
practice
return,
it, do all
boys.
those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well.
I think
That
their
one goes
kicker is
incomplete.
Marietta. That's his last name.
And here now the
Marietta
punter
or
Martin
Martin?
booming this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Okay, here we go, boys. QB, Dak Prescott, running back.
on first down.
Oh!
Completes it to Jason Witten.
Oh,
now
I
he
put a
bowls
stiff
him over.
Oh,
And
the
he
stiff
gets it down to
arm.
the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground,
Okay.
you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
Spins
Because I can just
the
tell you from my
juice.
days, I remember being in college and worrying all
Really good at
off-season
this
about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and fake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief
Still
was
here,
incredible. Ended
guys.
up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Okay, so here we go, boys. boys.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Come on, pound through. Oh, what a run.
And he
Nice.
takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Des Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not
That's
the
nice.
go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players
Oh,
in the league,
yeah, that's
as well as one of the most
best. Des
productive
Bryant.
receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Beat the Detroit.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel
The clock
formation here
just skipped.
defensively.
I saw it.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a man, it's Williams.
Pound. Yeah.
The 13 yards that time
What
and a
was
first.
that? That had to be
How
down.
about to start throwing the football?
No, that
4 for
was
4 on this
Williams.
opening drive.
No, he's slinging it.
Look at the
And
playbook.
oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy
Look at
throwing it all over the
stretch.
yard, not necessarily accurately.
Let Zeke
In this
get in the
case,
game.
though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And now
What
running
did you-
right through it.
Go, Zeke, go.
Ezekiel Elliott
Wait.
gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And we have seen the first touchdown to Super Bowl 52. The first 51 Super Bowls, a team that scored first, they won 34 times out of 51. So 2/3 of the time, but just gaining that momentum's got to be huge in this game.
It's
That's
massive,
great.
and that's what everyone's
It's a great
looking
run
for.
by
The
Zeke.
first
Jukes that kid.
big break of a game,
Throws that kid.
the first advantage of the game, and that tends to carry a
crazy.
team, right? Most of the time, you're able
Hopefully
to
we can
sail
make
on
this
that for a
PAT.
while, and that's what you're looking for. The first touchdown, you feel like you're in great shape.
Oh, that's a perfect kick.
And this is up
Oh!
and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Let's go, boys. I'm gonna do this. And make it perfect. There, perfect.
Bailey now to kick
That's
this one
just
away.
a little bit off. This much, guys. This much off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's
Yes.
up past the 20
19
to the
yards.
22-yard line. And here now the offense heading
Weak
back
slant.
out there.
That's what we're
and
doing,
you know, their
boys.
previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive
yeah.
that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the
Zeke
defense
is-
right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that
Okay,
in mind.
okay,
They
okay,
won't try
okay.
that again. Go play action.
Here with Charles
Super
Davis,
Bowl,
Brandon
guys.
Gordon, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Press
They've got a
square
2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hopefully Crawford can get a jump on him.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Let's go,
And now the
Lawrence.
Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have
Another
one
time-
remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. After the sack, Stafford and the
3rd and
Lions
15.
come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds Riddick complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly
Oh,
playing
the
down
Lions
distance
coach
really
isn't
well by
happy,
the
I can
defense,
tell you
isn't
that.
it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Can't go that far. You know, he can't kick, to be honest.
Fielded at the 20.
Woo! Wait, what? I did
Wasn't
not
too
mean
far
to
from
do that.
breaking that. Officially, Give him 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Alright, guess what, guys? We're using Zeke.
Let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game.
We're using
I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP? 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Elliott, and an alley to run. And yet again, Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Oh, my God, ankles on everybody. Ankles on everybody. Okay. Wait. Oh my God. Zeke. There's Zeke. He's brought in his ankles. Okay. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, so wait. Jukes that guy right there. See? Guy that's reaching his arm out. Jukes this guy right here. Jukes that guy right there. That's really 3 jukes.
And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
That's why you
see. He'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line.
Bailey is not kick.
So they only
go, boys.
On that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick this one away.
Boom, that's far. That's gone. Home run, baby.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Can't block him. There we go. What a sack.
Back to just about
Not
the
a sack.
25. Call it the 24-yard line. So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25 and 24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. It seems like the Lions are
he
stuck
said,
right
get off!
7 and 9, 8 and 8, 9 and 7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it on offense. On defense, they got a little bit better against the run, but what about the pass rushers? Because Ziggy Ansah played hurt most of the season, couldn't be his normal explosive self. They've got to get some more help there, some extra people at the 2nd level at linebacker in order to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC North.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Guys, we cannot let them score.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this.
Wait,
A
I want
reminder
Crawford
coming
to
up at
shift.
the intermission. We'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from
Wait.
Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, a hit. He lost the
Fumble,
football.
pick it up.
Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his
Yes!
guys will set up
Let's
shop
go.
at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll be taken down right
Yes!
on the 41-yard line.
Let's go,
Give him 9
boys.
on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I like Zeke.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent
stiff arm
blocking,
is-
but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
We're doing a
Also has
pass.
that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One Zeke.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Ooh,
And they
fight.
fight forward
I
inside
like
the
that
15 to
fight.
13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Why?
2nd down following the run.
Okay, I want to dive into the end zone. I want to go wee.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
Not
anywhere.
block Zeke
He
like
got
that.
maybe a half yard at most, but
Oh, he got
eventually
hurt.
they'll be left
He
with
got
a 3rd and 2.
If Zeke got
There's
hurt,
a nice
that
stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And that little deep
Timeout,
juke
timeout.
move that we saw
No!
will give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
kick it
I know
off
when I
to
joke
me
about
now.
you guys skipping halftime, sometimes you get frustrated, but this is the Super Bowl. You got to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. All right, let's get you to the 3rd quarter.
So we're gonna
Fielded
run
about
this.
a yard deep.
Watch this.
Stiff
Ooh,
arm.
stiff arm. I like that. I like that a lot. And we go down forever. Okay.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now failing to tack on the extra point.
We go down forever.
And it is now 21-0.
Da, 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 da,
kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
16-yard line.
So we can look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed
Wait,
how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's Stafford. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I'm just going to use
and after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position.
I don't want to do this.
The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. And
he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended.
What was that, brother?
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, I almost had it.
No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And we'll see if he opts for a heavier dose of running plays, because running is where they've had more success than in the passing game.
And the way they've spread it around to different people running it as well. It's not just been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it has given them good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
And a team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard. Again, it's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
First down.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
If he keeps on making these
short football, keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
You are amazing.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Just a game
I'm going to go for it.
It's going to bring up a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Okay, guys, I'm back.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
This is bad, guys. I really don't want them to win it.
From the gun.
Get off!
Stafford,
oh, no!
to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's part.
And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Throwing, Prescott.
Dang
And this
it.
is going to be incomplete.
We're going to go for it. Just for you.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. On fourth down, Rush. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford on first down. Ebron's got it. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again is Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air again, Stafford. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Sorry I haven't been talking that much. I'm just really fast.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long
22
situation.
seconds left.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Touchdown.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good.
Yes!
And one more
We
to
just
what will
won.
wind up a fairly lopsided victory. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion.
Alright guys, this will be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a good time watching, and bye-bye.